That's it,
we're
bro.
just gonna open up with
that's
this
it.
conversation. Tony D is telling us about his forthcoming album.
Available on all platforms very, very soon. He said.
That's what he's saying.
Said expect that in your stockings for Christmas. I don't know what he meant by that, but hey.
Don't know that it's this Christmas.
You see Tony just leaned out on camera like, I didn't say that.
It's a Christmas, maybe.
Yeah, a Christmas.
Perhaps.
There's a lot of Christmases.
I'm London Jen. All one word. There are 3 N's on my Jen. It's a Sunday roast. Me and the bro. Oh my god! I actually pointed to it because I looked down. That's why.
No, it is just don't think about
that's
the camera.
what I have to do. I'm gonna have to. Me and the bro. Rivs.
What's up, my family?
We are live today, and this is a special.
Listen,
edition.
Hold on. I have been promoted from the couch to
Don't
the front desk today, and there's one reason for it, and it's because we have a goat in the building.
We'll deal with that in a second. Hold on,
that's something for
not having that narrative out
system.
there. But we have a very esteemed guest today with us. We have the legend, the GOAT, the man himself, Tony D. Welcome to Roast.
Thank you for having me.
No, it's a pleasure. You are, like I said, we did have we had some lovely guests on before, but that was not an official plan. That was the night. I think I can talk about it now. It's almost a year in. I'm happy to talk about that night. Tonight I almost lost my job. So this is our first official planned Sunday roast guest. Tony doesn't have school tomorrow. We know he's one of the he's the oldest professional battle rapper, but he still has school nights. So
half term, baby.
He's on half term right now.
Lovely.
So we are here with him, and he was just let's get into that. One of the reasons why we're delayed is because I just indulged in the conversation privately myself. I've got Rivers here. I got Tony here. Sorry. I got these 2 goats here. They talk goat shit, and it's like, I don't want to start the cameras yet. So I've been indulging myself privately. I'm bringing you all in now to the conversation. Music. What's going on?
Yeah, bits and pieces. There's always bits and pieces going on. I've got a lot of music that's stacked up, but I don't care enough to put it out there. But I've got a little project that I'm working on at the moment that won't be in my hands. So that is like perfect for me, essentially.
Okay.
So it's something to look forward to.
Nice.
I've been writing, I've been on it recently.
Yeah, that question arose because Rivers was saying, Tone, are we gonna get a full body? Like, are we gonna get a body of work, a legacy body?
Yeah, that for Tony D, I feel like we want that kind of what would you call it? That reasonable doubt. We want that album from Tony,
opus.
that magnum opus. That no pressure.
Yeah, no pressure.
No pressure.
Just a reasonable.
No
doubt.
pressure or anything. Go,
but just Illmatic.
Just that's
Why
it.
No
in your spare time, if you can,
you can do that, right?
You got a half term coming up.
No, but literally, I've wanted to make a project. I say I've wanted to. I haven't really wanted to, but everyone's been on it. And it's just so happened, it kind of fell into my lap. It's somebody that I've always wanted to work with, and it's someone that will,
So you do all your creative shit, and then you hand it over to them, and it's there. They are going to put it all together and give you a release date and shit.
Yeah, I can just rap.
Nice.
And then and then I can do like the promotion bit afterwards and stuff. But see, I music don't take me like that. I rap bars so that I can come here and I can rap for Rivers in the front room, and he'd be like, that's hot. And I'm cool with that, man. I'm all right with that. If I rap to my brethren and he says that's fire, I did good, man. That's pretty much it. So there probably will be a project coming.
Nice to hear, bro.
Shout out everybody in the chat. What time you lot call this? Apologies. I do give my apologies.
Goat timing, bro. Can't really even like.
And it's around here it's always 10 o'clock. So I think you were early. I don't think I was late. At work.
Look, Charles, we repping.
This is
I
it.
gotta do my mirror. This is so
So
difficult.
difficult.
It's so
Oh,
difficult.
shit, what do I do? How do
I'm a grown man. I don't understand how to operate a camera that's looking at it's baffling.
Yeah, no, it takes some time. I think at least
But
a few
big
years.
up the
coming
wiretap
over.
anyway.
Absolutely big up this wiretap support and merch. At work, but I just want to say,
Oh, yeah. In the words of Scoop.
shout out Big Scoop. Jester, how you doing? I just retweeted that snippet from your battle.
See a
Nice
little
opening.
clip, sir.
Nice opening. I like how you did that.
I like
Can't
what I
wait to
saw.
see the rest of it. I'm gonna tap into that tonight. Actually,
Era versus era
I
coming.
might see from Briggs if I can get permission to watch a battle live tonight on Caffeine. I said his name, say his name a couple more times and it'll be in the chat. I was about to go to sleep, but I got to wait for the washing machine now. So you lot better keep me awake. We'll do
What's
our
the hostility
best.
about, sir? We're out here promoting your products and
Yeah.
things. Like, you coming in with all of this
A lot of
aggravation.
aggression, right?
Yeah,
there,
bro.
man.
We better keep you awake. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
We'll try it, but damn, bro.
Charles got back in the ring and he's just on all sorts of smoke. Like, yeah.
I beg you zip that tripod case up real quick, bro. I beg you zip that up real quick and just,
On smoke at all times.
hell.
Imagine
mate.
having a teacher as cool as Tono. Absolutely,
Well done.
right? Can you imagine? Privileged kids. Privileged kids.
They don't think I'm cool.
They do secretly, you know what they'll tell you? And they'll make you cry. They'll make you cry when they're leaving. That little
Yeah.
shit. I bet you get that all the time, right? The
Yeah,
little.
do you know what? The year that left just last year was like, they was my second full proper year 3 class.
Okay.
And then watching them leave, and then at the end, the ones who was the little,
Yeah.
they was bawling,
Yeah.
and I felt bad for them. Like, bro, damn, the world's big. Like, you should have been listening. This is easy. This part's easy, man. It only gets tougher. But yeah, no, they don't think I'm cool at all.
They will when they're older. And they'll be like, oh my God, that was my teacher.
That
No.
caught that 30. That 40 could put that, yeah. Come on. Wait till they get on that YouTube algorithm. Then they'll see.
Oh no, they did the year ones did a project, and they spoke about the BBC thing that I did for
that's
I think for
dope.
Black History Month, like last year.
Okay.
And so one of the kids that goes to my school is my next door neighbor. So like she saw me on YouTube and they saw me in her house, and then the rumor went around that, like, the little block that he's famous. He's famous. My teacher's famous.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was just it's weird. Yeah, but it's good fun, man. I enjoy it. It's the best job I ever had.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's kids, man. Like, kids are great. Like, they're wonderful. They're just little humans, you know what I mean? But they're untroubled, or at least they should be untroubled.
Yeah. That's the hope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our jaded eyes, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's good. I enjoy working with kids.
Chubb says, I know some of the people Tony been working with, and I see nothing but heavyweights too. Oof.
Well spotted, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in. Good evening, Jen Rivers and the GOAT. Charlie Zoot, thank you for taking time out from your actual social activities to tap in with us. We'll do our best to entertain you and Chubb. Sorry, we're not, on time. Farmer Beats.
Guess that's addressed to Tone.
Farmer Beats.
Will Farmer Beats be on the project?
He might be on the project still.
Okay.
He might be. Yeah.
Salute to the wiretap.
Chubb's copping, please now. Damn, it wasn't even meant to be delivered like that. My apologies. I ain't joking, man. Shit, man. You roast.
better keep it quick, man. Damn.
That Black History Month thing you did was fire, Tone. Hyla says, got a dip, got to watch a movie, gonna watch back later. I appreciate you. And Hylas in the future. He's already watched the movie. How was the film?
Yeah, for
That's
real.
a good question.
How was the film? Much love to you too. And flowers. Salute Dub. Salute everybody for tuning in. I appreciate you. Yeah, so hopefully, son, I'm live. Hopefully gonna have a very entertaining show for you today, to occupy your time whilst you're ignoring your friends or waiting for laundry to dry. So yeah, here with the goat, started off talking about some music. What have you, so I last saw you, I talk about when I last saw you at Sounds Like event in Soho. Was that last weekend?
A week ago, yeah. It feels like a year ago, but it was just a week ago.
It was just a week ago, all just a week ago. And
how was that, man? I didn't get a chance to attend.
Bro,
like, what was it like?
It was hilarious from start to finish. Like, Shuffle, first of all, is like, he's a genius.
Yeah.
Like, he's a certified. His brain work different, man. Him and like the little group they've got, him, Bleeze, Bagnall and Kruger, it works so well as a little like a collective.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was so fun. I mean, you were there. It was so funny. Like, I've been on it a couple times. Every time I'm on it, I'm drunk. I get progressively drunk. I think that's why they put me on.
You were
first.
there with two, but you had two beers in your hand already.
Yeah,
like it's like shit. We got no chance of getting a sober.
Like, Tony's first, and then yeah.
It made sense. It
was a great show, and it really worked. It's a great Zoom show. It's a great show on Zoom. It was a great thing during quarantine, but to see it translate into a live audience,
the amount of people that's interested in it, you know what I mean? The amount of people that to like turned out.
Three showings and packed out each showing. Yeah, like, that's very impressive.
And like, it's testament to how good they are. Like what they've done, how they've managed to make rhyming words into a game show. And like, I think it's a TV show. I think you could put it on telly. You know what I mean? Aside from the fact that everyone's drunk and we're all swearing like sailors. Like, I think it's got the.
I've always felt like that about Shuffle T. Like, when I look at things like Mock the Week and these type of things, I've always seen him as the guy who I think would be able to break through in that
or
kind
improv
of
show,
like
something like that. Definitely, I'm talking about a game show with rhyming words. I've got great rhyming words game show coming soon. Something very, very different. It's going to be called the Generator Game. You would make a great guest. I'll definitely have you on there. I'll fill you in about that. In fact, I talked about it live the other day. So I think it's a really cool concept. We'll see if it translates. But I get 3 guests on. We get to know each other first with some sort of general questions, because, can't make music together if we don't know anything about each other. And by the end of the episode, we're going to make a song. But the parameters for the song are randomly generated. There is a generator which has different options. So the first will be what sort of music. So I'm getting battle rappers on.
Okay.
We know how well you can rap. We know you can do that inside and out. So we're going Disney songs. We're going Christmas. We're going 80s pop. Like, we're doing that sort of thing. So we'll choose a genre.
Good grief.
And then we'll choose an instrumental. So if we go, say, Christmas, it might be I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas, or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. If we go country, it might be Jolene. It might be Walk the Line. That's it. Exactly. That's it. Those would be. Then we get we go back to the generator and we get a topic.
Concept or a topic.
Yeah, that's it. We get a subject matter. So it might be you've just lost your job, or your wife's leaving you, or you've just found out your girlfriend's pregnant with triplets or something, whatever. Random song topics. And then we go back to the generator final time and get an opening line. That could be anything. I might do actual famous opening lines, and we got to go from there.
Okay.
So you might, your opening line might have nothing to do with what your subject is about, and it's like, how the hell do I make that into a Christmas song? You've just lost your job.
Fuck your bitch in the click you claim.
That's it. Merry Christmas. Ding dong, Santa ride your sleigh. Like, that's the concept. So I want 3 different guests every time, and at the end of it we should have a viral hit. That's my thinking.
Yeah. No pressure there.
No pressure, but 3 talented creatives, and me with moderation and the generator. Like, that's magic. That's magic. Like, that's a viral hit. Like, that's like Sony type hits. Like, I think that's what I'm pushing for. Anyway,
I'm not knocking it.
Yeah. Tone, you still in work to You still in line to work with Jen this year? Tone don't know me as C Zoo. This is Andy. It's Andy Ching on Twitter.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. Are you still in line? I'm guessing is Jen.
Genesis Elijah.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's nothing in the works. I mean, we've got a tune, but it's been sitting down for about, I don't even know. Like time doesn't even matter anymore. I've gone past that stage. Like I said, last week would have been last year. Like, but I couldn't tell you when we did the tune. It was pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Like
somewhere in the last
You know what's
3
crazy?
to 8 years.
I think it's mad how now COVID is like what
Yeah. Christ.
AD and BC
Christ.
used to be.
Christ. COVID is the new Christ.
Yeah, that's it. It's like PC.
But
yeah, PC pre-COVID.
That's it. Or before quarantine, like everything,
Yeah.
like, you know, it's a whole new era. But Scoop says still need verses from Rivers and Tony.
I got you, bro.
Scoop, you got some music coming?
Holla, bro.
Scoop's putting together a project himself.
Damn, holla, bro.
I didn't know
It's
that.
gonna be quite creative because he's gonna merge everything into this project. You know what I'm saying? The spoken word, music, different formats.
All the happy subjects, you're fired and you got a week to live. That's it. On a Christmas song. Perfect. Like, or 80s pop. Oh, you could make a crazy 80s pop ballad out of that. Like, yeah. I'm here for it. Let's ask what everyone really wants to know.
I said, Tony,
What's the
your
skincare routine?
I know what it is. He told me off camera.
Yeah.
He actually told me what it is. He gets an abundance of it, and he's something that he loves and enjoys, and it works for him.
And the thing is, I can only say that once a day, and I've already said it to Rivers, so I'm sorry, you lot.
And you lot know that I need this advice, so don't spoil it for me, bro. Like, let's keep it 100.
Yeah.
About to glow on you. About to glow out here.
I am not the new Ricky Gervais. Let's stop.
COVID is the new Christ. And she affirmed it as well.
When you put
Christ.
it like that,
COVID is Christ.
Don't you get that? You know, the
see
battle
as a
rap
clip,
weirdo.
yeah, see as a little snippet that COVID is Christ.
No, really?
You could start your new.
COVID is the new Christ.
You could actually start your new, what's it called?
Cult.
A new cult.
Yeah. Make a
Back of that.
vaccine your personal savior, you know, like that. Would you like to make a vaccine your Lord and personal savior?
Come and join my COVID cult.
COVID Christy.
Yeah.
No, we did have a song that we recorded with Nutty P. And yeah, like I said, I don't really care about music. So I'll make it and then you can do with it whatever it is that you want to do with it. So yeah, like it's why I like battles, because you turn up on a day and you get all you get it all
And
at
it's
that
done.
time. Yeah, and it's over
over.
with. You go home, like everything's there. You leave it all you leave it all in the venue. I much prefer that.
Can I ask you, lovely people in the chat and everyone who's watching later, to please go hit that little like button up there. It really, really helps to push up in the algorithms, and all of that helps. Yeah, show them how easy it is. Look at the demonstration.
Without showing,
I was just looking at that.
What's this? Which one? Stub.
No,
No.
Scoop.
You doing ghostwriting services too?
Yeah.
Scoop does. I got a round in my phone right now from Scoop. Like Scoop don't need no help, right? Scoop don't need no assistance.
It's that easy.
There you
It's
go.
that easy.
It's done.
Just like that. And I would love you forever. I won't. Not forever. Not if you do something awful. I'll stop loving you. But I would love you for the moment.
Until the next time you click like. Pretty
I
much.
don't only love you if you click like. But yes. Yeah. Scoop. Battling Frankie Fraser coming up on this Plug 2 card next month. Get your tickets for that now.
Grab
It's
your
going to be.
tickets for that one.
It's going to be a good one. Why are you not on that card?
I've just battled already this year. Like, give me a break. Give me a break.
Okay. I guess you've earned it. Because you've done a few
battled the
battles.
champ
I
this
guess you
year.
kind of got, I guess
Like,
you might have
so
earned
what
it.
more do you want from me?
Tyree's
Like-
face. What more do you want from me?
That was our graft. Like, he made me work. Yeah.
Hey,
like,
Briggsy,
no
still
more.
spitting big Bizzo bars, I see.
Shaggers.
He's still spitting Bizzo
Reeks
bars.
of Bizzo. Reeks of Bizzo.
Damn, you need to get Tony to ghostwrite for you. Switch it up a bit. How you doing, Briggsy? I mentioned your name a little while ago as well.
Look, for real. And he said he shall
I
appear.
did,
When you say
I
his name, he
did, I
appears.
It's Candyman.
I did.
Battle rap right there.
He is.
Big up Briggs.
If we're getting one tone battle a year, which seems fair. I love how we're deciding the parameters of what's fair in terms of our expectations for you. To expect one battle a year from you. That's fair. Like, you can't hold it against us. It's just one little battle.
I said legally, I think it's fair that
Nah, I hear you. Like, I still have, if I could do it, like my ego wants to do it, I'd battle every month. Like, I'd be at it every month, man. Like, I love that feeling, like being in, I like the writing process. I hate rehearsing. That's the worst part of it. That's the bit of proper, I'm like, no. But the writing, I'm still excited when I write. I still get that feeling of that when you turn water into wine, you know what I mean? You take you pull words from out of the ether and you put them in a certain order, and it's just that, like, it's that sweet spot. Like, I still enjoy that. And it was, so for it to translate, for me to actually revise and remember it, and then go out and perform it and get the reaction that I figured it was going to get when I sat and I wrote the shit, like, for that payoff, fuck, who doesn't want that, man? Who wouldn't want that? Like, it's yourself, bro. Like, it's the greatest feeling in the world. So
I'm listening, bro.
Yeah,
I'm listening, bro.
if I could, I'd be at it every week, man. But as far as it is, I can't. Time management and how much effort it is at the moment.
To do it at a high level, that's what people have to understand. Like, man can just jump outside and give you something mediocre tomorrow. But when you set such a high level, you can't fall from that. And however much time it takes, you got to do it right, or there's no point doing it. So I feel you on that for 100%.
Yeah, it's a lot right now. It's a lot. But if it was one a year, I think next year would be Saurus.
Ooh.
Yeah, overdue, I think.
Yeah, overdue. I think it's it.
Yeah.
It's probably that time. I keep getting my timing wrong.
Yeah, I would say you'll get it by the end of the show, but I haven't got it in years, so you probably won't. What about in terms of if you were to, and I'm not asking you to necessarily, I think you've done a lot of that, but if
and it seems fair.
Not being entitled or anything, but no, if you were to give another newcomer a shot, who would be kind of top of, like, when you're looking out there, I'll say newcomer loosely, like, who needs that look? I don't necessarily mean newcomer, but who, if you're looking at giving someone a shot, not a challenge battle for yourself, not a legacy battle like Saurus would be, on one that, but just the kind of, who needs that look?
I don't know. Like, you lot could tell me. Like, who's the names right now that's looking like healthy like that? That's generating a buzz. That's doing their thing.
Well, I mean, also it would depend on. I'll throw out some names, but I guess it would depend on who appeals to you in terms of the match and motivation, all the rest of it, and what you see. Like, I don't have goat eye, but right now, I guess you got people like so. Tech was a potential kind of adversary for you. You both had,
We've had words.
That's it. You've had words. You've had words. You've also got, say, someone like, or they're both battling. I was going to say both of these names. They're both battling on that plug 2 card. Someone like Mocha Frost, even. Not, and this is what I'm saying, loosely newcomers. I'm just talking about people who might warrant that shot and that you might have seen and be like,
I think not only I get where you're going with this. Not only are they a bit more newer, but and when I say new, I mean in terms of to Tony D and someone like myself. But not only are they newer, but they also have a skill level that can actually contend with certain opponents. It's not like they're like what I like to call a button basher, where they have one thing that they do a lot. Tony will walk past that. You're not going to learn anything unless you can do a whole bunch of things and you try a whole bunch of things, innit?
And yeah. Oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to.
Listen, imagine you put up elbow cough the minute that you coughed the elbow.
Well, no, because I was trying to imitate a subtle elbow cough.
Okay, I thought it was all coincidental.
No, it wasn't. No, because that's how smooth I am. Except I tell you afterwards when I'm not super smooth that like, oh, I fucked up some shit that wasn't smooth. Everything else, it gets, I pull it off so you don't know.
They're all good shots, to be honest.
I like that.
All,
yeah.
But I'd say they're all 2024 shots if I'm still about.
Yeah, because I'm not necessarily saying to lock in or whatever. But, I'm just saying if you were to look at the, look at the field and think, I fancy that.
It's just like summertime's always good because I get like 6 weeks out of work. I get a little bit of time where I can switch off from doing one thing and I can focus on it properly. But other than that, but those are good shots. Visual, Frost. Do you know what though? I'd like to see Frost do like 2-minute rounds or 2:30s.
Yeah.
Because he every time I watch him, I always feel like he's got more. He gives what he thinks this is enough that's gonna win, and it's this much.
Just
and
enough.
And sometimes it's enough to win, but sometimes like you always feel like he's got another gear to go into. Like, and I'd like to see him in longer rounds and like to go just
a bit more, man. Charlie's saying not Frost about Aish Matter or Shuffle, in my opinion. I like that. Tony gets gaslighted about him all the time. Give the man a break, but seriously, who's next? Yeah, no, it's like, and also why I ask these questions as well. From someone like Tony, me saying, "Who are you looking at?" For those guys coming up, having Tony say, "I'm looking at him. Like he's nice, he's doing this." Like that's a great look for them to have. Someone like Tone say these things. So
some motivational.
That's
stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. More than
what
more
you
than
know,
one.
like you know what, when they told me Tony D and Locksmith said they'll battle you. Nobody could tell me anything at that point.
Come on, talk to me. Come on, talk to me.
You
know what's about me.
What's about me? Just watch my next card that comes up. Just watch. Like, so I feel like it's definitely a feeling like that for up and comer when the veterans of the time.
Yeah, it helps. It always helps if that's like era versus era. They're good cards because it always helps the scene and it helps the up and comers if they can get like. I've become fans of battlers because I was watching a battle that I went in for their opponent.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes.
And I didn't even know who they was battling, but I came to watch them, and then boom,
Danny
I saw
Myers
this
last night with Metamorphosis. Yeah.
And it's like, I remember watching who was it? I think it was Steamsley. Like I was a fan of Steams, and I remember watching a battle with him and Av. And I went in as a Steams fan, never heard of Av. And I was like, damn, this Av guy's kind of cooking. But that's what it does. So I think it's important to keep things moving and to keep shit going on.
Yeah.
Like it's important. And then the other thing is like it's a circle jerk otherwise amongst and once you've battled the top. Like who else? Because genuinely, who else is there for me to battle?
That's it. There are very few battles that should have happened that haven't already happened.
So
you've battled your peers, you've battled the top.
So now it's just about just having those fun battles or like them proper.
And like you say, that cycle thing or the circle, like what they'll take from battling you, the experience that they take is like a year of battling. other opponent, or even so you can't get that. Like you have to be tested. You have to battle people on, who have done so much more than you are, much more experience. You have to get them tests to bring the best out of you.
Most definitely. And you learn more from a loss than you will from a win.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like you learn way more.
Let a vet whoop your ass.
Yeah.
Let a vet whoop your ass.
I seen Tech lose to Chubbs, and
Chubbs just said, I told Tony I would handle Tech for him. Mission complete.
Sounds like something that Jarvis would say in Marvel. Yeah. I told Tony I would handle the Tech for him. Mission complete. Fire.
Might as well do the Vish battle in Ireland if you only get a few work colors. Might as well.
Yeah,
you might as well though.
Might as well.
The Vish battle, because it's a thing
Might
now.
as well, yeah.
Since you're booked and everything.
Couple Guinnesses and a bit of river dancing. Tony versus Visual in Belfast.
I'm sold.
2023, right? In it just the two.
2024.
Okay, sorry, I forgot.
I said we got a year of relaxation first.
Yeah. Like you gotta give me time to prep.
That's it.
Ooh, why not Tony versus Rivers?
We've already battled.
Did that
1-on-1. He was ready. He had a rebuttal. He had a rebuttal ready.
Wow, he had that already lined up. No, I'm not gonna lie though. I'd probably be more interested in teaming up with Tony and seeing who could stand in front of Tony and Rivers. Like I'll just we'd probably be called like the Kings of London or some shit like this.
That would be scary.
Yeah,
that would be a lot.
I think that would be a bit more fun for Tone's not trying to do the whole stressing writing 3 rounds and all of this type of shit for someone that's, you know what I'm saying?
That would be, and that entertainment as well. Like I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that.
Me and Moke did have words over that.
Yeah. I think you might need to own a fade for that still.
Yeah, and didn't you? I think you said it. Did you say it in a battle as well? Or maybe it was just an interview. It has to be Moke. Heard Moke already bodied. Bodied.
Bodied.
He bodied. No, he did body
game.
you though. No, he bodied you though.
It's a team game.
Yeah, but him.
No, responsible for my Oh no, do you know? I just realized. I just realized these rappers versus poets. Yeah, that don't count.
Not at all.
No, but he bodied you still.
Nah, you gotta do it in this.
Though.
Gotta do it in this.
As a poet, though, like bodied you.
You can't legitimize.
Yeah, but you were a battle rapper.
He was on the poets team.
Yeah, but you were on the battle rap team. Like you still lost. Like
you heard the team part. You see what I'm saying? It's the team.
You can't legitimize this because I secretly lost to a poet as well.
Yeah, but if I'm trying to draw you out, I'm gonna use that against you too, bro. You know that bitch B. So bro, she got you. Nah, she bodied you. Nah. Just
yeah.
I don't mean it. And it's just for the hype. Scoop says, Tony, would you battle me?
Fuck no. Fuck no. I look like inviting that type of trouble for, man. Jeez.
Scoop's a bully, man. I don't know.
We're locking a Tony battle before. Why don't I have alcohol today? I've got no alcohol. Shit, man.
Briggs, leave me alone, bro. Oh my gosh.
Briggs is a troublemaker as well.
Proper troublemaker.
That would be amazing. Charlie Zoot's here for it.
Yeah, a lot of people's like, yeah, just throw my name in the ring. Yeah, just let him get beat up for 3 rounds. You come and stand in front of him. See how you like it.
Scoop
saying, it's not the worst thing. I know Scoop already got at least a round and a half for me. At least. Scoop got a round and a half for everybody. No, like, I don't know if people outside of the battle rap world even know this.
Scoop's got a round for me.
Scoop 100% has a round and a half for everybody.
Nah, you know what it is? You don't get it wrong.
Anyone you've ever even thought of.
You got it wrong, bro. He hasn't even got it like that. He's got like a folder with different words and punches, like a folder full of punches for that word. Folder full of like there's an R section, there's some river shit in there, there's a Tony, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's a puncher right there. Like a rapid.
Tony is saying, send me a link, Charles, to DocuSign. I'll sort all of this out.
You are trying to fuck me up
send
today,
my son
man.
shop to. That's what I want to get.
You are trying to mash me up.
Me and Visual versus Rivers and Tony D. Oof.
If they do era
that's
versus
a real era versus era.
They do era
right?
versus era 2-on-2s and 24. Then you never know. You know, I'm on it. You hear me?
Don't get me wrong. I'd love to say yes to all of these,
I
man.
know you would.
I really would.
But just as potential suggestions, it's like, okay, yeah, that's. But you know, you're gonna do all the work and do it for me and perform for me and be Tony D. Then maybe.
Maybe I could go on a little tear.
Quick one.
Yeah.
Tony versus Rivers would be fire, man. Tony wants it. Agree with me, please, Mrs. Dangerous.
Why do you? I don't know why you people just want trouble for me.
Tony versus Ark.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
We've already done that.
Yeah, you battled Ark.
Me and Ark already battled, man. In Manchester. At
least it wouldn't be a foregone conclusion before it even happens. What was that supposed to mean, Rob? I feel like that's you're shading something or someone. I don't know who's getting that shade.
I need some context.
Yeah. Let's. Who are we laughing at here? Smoggy.
Smugs.
You're never late, Smoggy. Always right on time. Much love. Plate is always warm. Whenever you pull up, I keep yours in the oven. Sorry that I don't do the same for everyone else, but not everyone can be Smoggy. Can I dress up as Tony and do an impression of me and bat on his behalf? I'll do it for a quarter of the normal Tony price, so about 10k. That's 2010 rates.
Do I get the rest of the P? You just get the quarter and I get the rest, because we can definitely do that. I'll borrow you my clothes and everything. No problem, bro.
Hey, I'll do that for 5. What the fuck?
Okay, gotcha.
I win the battle.
I just think Tony washes most of the people suggested with ease, to be honest. Rather watch a war. Fair enough.
That's why he's over there comfortable saying, you know,
yeah, it's no. The thing is, they're all wars, man. They're like 100%. You ain't never stood in front of nobody and ain't been a war. Like you in the shit.
If we look at your last few battles as well, if we look at Bizzo, you look at Nugget, you look at Georgie, like these are good battles. Like they are wars. Like they are great back and forth. Like
I don't think Tony killed them, but if Tony like even slipped an inch or whatever, it would have looked crazy in them kind of battles because of how much work the other person's putting in. So to me, that's a hell of a fucking war. In my eyes.
It's not like I don't think I have battles that are foregone conclusions. I know like that would be the general consensus, but I still got to turn up and do it. It's like it's not like winning battles is not an easy thing. Like not losing is easier than winning. Yeah,
it's true.
Like, and I don't know how to explain that any better. But I think if you ever stood in front of it,
that took me years to understand. He said this to me in like 2014, and it only clicked when I got to Prem in 2018. Oh shit, I get what he means. Not losing, being hard to beat.
Be hard to beat. Yeah, just be like difficult to beat. Then it don't matter if you can just be a battler who's hard to beat. You win a lot of battles because like peak by consensus, but it's just because you do that. You consistently do that thing. You're just difficult to beat. Like
it's like I call it like the marathon effect. You're just someone that lasts longer in this marathon because you're hard to beat. So you're gonna push more over the long distance of it. You might sprint off and get in front, but I do so much that I'm gonna pass you. I can probably walk past you to the fucking land. You know what I mean?
And you have to factor in as well, like if you get that DocuSign with Tony D on the other side of it, and it's like, okay, I have to be the best me I've ever been. Like I have to bring the best shit I've ever brought, deliver it, execute everything. Like I am coming, downside. Like I can't. So everyone who battles you is bringing their absolute
nothing like
A game.
That's the downside of it. I ain't battled the shit version of anybody.
You don't get a day off.
I get the best versions of everybody, man. Like, but with that being said, that makes for good battles.
That's it, yeah.
They make for good battles. I've got a lot of battles that have got like replay value, like me and Osh, me and Shotty, me and Ark, me and Ilmac. They're battles where me and Bizzo,
even you and Arsenal as well, I'd say.
Me and Arsenal, it's just that the back and forth.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep that going, man. But,
yeah, those are the ones that man go back.
Please stop throwing my name in the hat, man.
I've asked all my.
Yeah.
I've done all my stirring. I put my pot and my spoon away. I did. That's
You know, like when a
song
man's
is song.
sitting on a couch with a machine gun saying, please, like, please, bro, I'm telling you, bro, like, I don't want to, like, please, just let me just chill, bro. Like, I just, like, that's literally what's going on here.
I have to do my job as media, you know, I have to ask the questions that people want. But now it's stop. Enough. All right? Enough. Tony's had enough. Okay. Just stop it now. Stop it now. Tony's impression criteria: smooth, cockney shit. I mean, Spurs. That's my criteria.
Wow.
On all honesty,
Take
I
more
just
than that.
need more of Tony battles. To be honest, you see, the thing is like when I realized I'd done so much public pleading and begging for Ian Solomon to come back, and then it was like I think I'd said something or tweeted something or something, and at the same time, it was Bum Nitty was on a campaign to get Ian Solomon and Rum Nitty to 1 million, and that crossed my timeline as my entitlement was crossing my mind, and it's like, how dare you? How dare you? There is so much brilliant Ian Solomon content out there already. Like, this battle isn't even at 1 million. We're not even appreciating the man in the way that he's supposed to be appreciated, and yet saying, can you come outside again? It's like, no, bitch, go and look at my old work. Like, get that shit to 1 million. Like, then maybe I'll come back outside. Like, the catalog that Tony has, there's a huge, vast catalog. Like, and he's a great, you know, you don't see a battle for a couple of years, you're gonna forget some shit. You're gonna go back and see it. You're gonna miss some shit the first time because you weren't old enough. Like, you hadn't been through that. You didn't even get the context. Like, or you hadn't seen the movie or whatever. So we are entitled as fans, and we love our faves, right? And we want them, when they do take that step back that they've earned, we want them to just keep giving and giving and giving because they've done it for so long. But we have to just, you know, appreciate if he's saying once a year, it's like, oh, thank you. Let me go and watch Tony Ark now. Like, you know, yeah, you're saying I want to see Tony Ark. YouTube it.
Yeah,
because it's there.
You can just watch
It's
it.
It's there. I watch Tony and Ars like once a month. That picture, Arsenal's lady friend, wife, friend. Yeah.
Although it was necessary for the battle.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I was weaving a narrative.
Yeah.
I was trying to tell a story. But I believe that I said I would clothesline his infant.
Yeah. I remember before that battle happening, I remember saying, if Tony has just a moment where he turns up and is disrespectful, it will be warranted because it's Tony D, and it will be received well because it's Tony D, and it kind of counterbalances my man doing it in the battle. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And Arsenal had a good response to it. He had I don't know if he was freestyling, but he's like, you see how they're gonna get you the oohs and you know, like he said that shit.
Well, I think like you're battling somebody like Arsenal, especially Arsenal back then when he was and I think now he's more likely to get out, you know, to leave the disrespect more often. He's kind of 50-50. But like you have to play. You have to, that's it. You've got to have, you can't, you know, all of a sudden become the most disrespectful battler in the world. But you've got, you see, like 40 bars in QB.
Oh man.
Spin that shit. Like, okay, Mr. Disrespectful, Mr. Like, I'm gonna show you.
Can you rebuttal your brother back?
Yeah, like you don't have to go that far, but you've got to bring.
See that, yeah.
That was mean.
You got maybe that I need to, because that's I forget those battles are on YouTube.
Yeah, that was fucked.
But that's a watch battle. That is a watch battle.
That was fucked.
There's no need.
Yeah. So
how bad you want to win the battle?
You don't need to go all that way, but I think you do have to, you know, or that's a time to exploit that disrespect.
I think it was within a kind of thing, like I said, it was within a story. It had a
and I think you kind of flipped it as well to take the sting out of it. Like I can't remember what it is, but you flipped it a little bit to take the sting out of it.
Like, why are you so upset? You get what I'm trying to say? Like, it was based on. I think that was the round, right?
Yeah, I think so.
where it
I
was
think
like you
so.
were saying to him, bro, I just seen
Why
you
you
with
so
Funk
mad?
Flex. I just seen you.
Yes, yeah. That was it. That you
And
had
then-
your whole angle was why I asked. Why
Yeah,
are you
why
so
you so
But then he
angry,
tied
bro? Like,
Yeah, then he tied it into like
Yeah.
because your girl looks like
That's it.
and
yeah.
crazy.
No, Rob, I wasn't when I was making that. I was kind of relating my experience as a fan. Like, we do want them to keep coming back outside. No need for my bad. I wasn't having a go. Art was just the only person I saw battle recently that I thought was a competitor.
Arc a
Fair-
legend, man.
Fair enough.
He was
Yeah.
impressive against Mox.
Man, against Mo, bro. You know, it was one of them things where he showed where experience shows up. Like, because Mo didn't do anything wrong, really. But Arc was just it's a touch of class. It's just
He heated up, and by the third, he was just in his bag.
Yeah, he was doing the most without doing much, and yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
What do you think of Briggsy and O'Shea?
I only saw the clip. I saw the clip of what he said about his kids, man. We were talking about it earlier.
Yeah, fucked up.
We were talking about that offense in battle rap, like the level of offense and how things like how desensitized we are to just outrageous stuff.
Oh yeah, like in life and shit. Yeah, we was talking about that still.
And it's a freestyle, it's a rebuttal, and it's everything that you want from it's just O'Shea, man, and like it's an O'Shea battle. Like, well, he told me he'll grab my cancer riddled nan and blow blunt smoke at her.
Yeah.
It's O'Shea, gun smoke rapper, gun brother. I can't remember.
Well, he said
mom joke rapper.
Yeah.
Grab your cancer riddled nan and blow blunt smoke at her.
He just does. It's what you want. It's exactly what you want.
It's fearless
in a battle. Yeah. Damn. This crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. I saw a comment. Briggsy said he won that 6-0, by the way. I agree, Briggs. All 6 rounds. You got all 6 rounds on that.
What against O'Shea?
Yeah, he won all 6 rounds.
So he's trying to say that he won the battle and he beat the 2 kids and the wife. Oh my days, that's out of order. Briggsy, you're going too far. But your kids and your wife.
I saw you can't judge that battle. O'Shea isn't judgeable. He just isn't. Bison Briggs, you were dope, man. Man told Arsenal his wife's butters. That was it. I feel like you introduced Americans to the word butters. Anyone seen that clip of Mike P doing the scheme 2-time with the clock against Sharon? Yeah, I saw it 4 times yesterday on Caffeine. We're gonna watch it one time. I want it with I had Rivers in the chat. I think for a couple of times I watched it. We've got him here now. Got Tony here now. Let's hear some whatever.
Man told Math. I heard you like to nyam batty like lamb patty.
And it's 14 times. 14 times. Mike P. So to prepare this round, this is Mike P yesterday on Lightwork on I wonder if Caffeine will shut me down Quarter Lab immediately. I don't think so. I'm not monetized, so it would be cool. But this was Lightwork last night. Mike P versus Sharon. He has a concept round in the 3rd. Pay attention to the time clock in the bottom right hand side and how Mike syncs with the time clock.
30 is all I need.
Man,
30 is all. Yeah.
Hey Tom, you know what we was talking about earlier? Like when you see a fight, and even though the guy's windmilling and that, you're in the fight and it feels a certain way. Imagine being in the building for that one day, bro. Like you already know how you would have just felt like, nah.
You could hear them because you could hear them hooting. You know what I mean, man?
This is a quiet room, like, bro. Mad.
Yeah, that's crazy. Do you know what the rehearsal, the way he would have had to go on over that, like over
drilling
and
it,
over and
drilling
over
it
and over, like
even the bit where it's like Steve correct, and he skipped the next bit. It's like he's probably conscious, like, all right, if I do that, I get more time for the next one. Bro,
yeah, this shit was bananas, man. That's legendary shit right there.
And
it's incredible.
It's a fire round.
Yeah, that's
Take
the other thing.
away-
It's not like he was
Take
chatting
away the
shit.
time clock. That's it. He didn't. I said this yesterday. He didn't. Nothing is forced. He didn't force those numbers into the round. It's
No,
like
not
he
at all.
wrote his round almost and thought, how do I incorporate the number? Like it
Like
was.
50 Cent, son, is relevant to right now.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah,
talk about him in no
yeah.
other time where it makes
Mhm.
sense for you to just pull him into the kind of
Mhm.
storyline.
Mhm. But and he had other numbers with it. He was still scheming numbers, like
Yeah.
even when he's not hitting the clock, like it's still another number. Like there's whole heap of numbers in there that weren't on the time clock, but the ones that were 14 times.
But it's the timing. Like, because you can write it
Perfect.
if you want. Like, you can write that.
Yeah,
That's not the issue. Do you
to
know what I mean? You can
deliver
even
it.
deliver it, yeah. But to write it and deliver it,
You can only do that in that format, though. There's no
Yeah.
big stage where that works. There's no other place where
yeah,
that
yeah,
works.
for real. It
You
doesn't
can
work
only do
anywhere
that
else.
here in this moment with this clock running at this point.
That's it. That's it.
Mad.
That's it. To have that poise, that composure up there, to deliver that so flawlessly. And like I said yesterday, to get those first 2 rounds off so comfortably when he knows I've got that third to do. I've got that. If I don't get that, if I stumble, if I'm out a second, if he stumbles, the whole thing. Can you imagine he stumbles on 1-2-1? Or he responds to the reaction, he gets thrown by it, because there's a big reaction on that 1-2-1 when people realize, oh shit, like this is what you're doing. Like if he doesn't hit that,
No, he was
the
locked in.
whole thing.
He was
It
locked
was
in.
because
I
the
wonder how
crowd
many
weren't
times.
throwing him off either. I thought there was a
At
bit where he
all.
reacted to the crowd, but it was part of his material. So
At
he even
all.
took into account if they
Yeah.
react to it, I know what words to say to push through it.
But he got a lot of reaction. So if he gets
100.
too much reaction, the whole shit's screwed. He got a lot of reaction and he still
Yeah, he
remained
forced
focused.
it, done it. That's what I mean. Like, he had that shit locked
That's it.
in. Like,
But also, I swear, in the rounds as well, one of them says something. They mention a number of days that this battle has been knocked in. A number of days, like it's under 10 days, like it's not. And I know it's a short
I
round.
think it was 11, I'm sure, if I heard.
I feel like it was less than that. I feel like it. I don't want to put a number on it, but it wasn't like he sat on, like he's been preparing this for 3-4 weeks. Like
that's crazy.
I feel like it was.
But you got to remember that Mike P is a big stage battler that's used to writing a long 5-minute movie for every round, innit?
Yeah,
So
for
130 for him, this is light. This would have just been the intro for him getting into his bars usually. So he's just literally just been able to just condense and, you know, make it more compact within the 130.
That might be, yeah. I think definitely. I think it's going to be many people's
up
favorite
there.
battle moment or round of the year. Like it's a great, like watching it unfold live as well. Like you're seeing it, and it's like, oh shit, this is what he's doing. This is dope. Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. Let's go, Mike. Another one. What? 40 and 38. Like, keep going.
Yeah.
It was yeah, really nice. He feels like Soul does for good feedback.
I don't get
Absolutely terrified. What do you mean?
it.
If he gets too much attention, is that? I don't understand what you mean there, Dub. Yes, the Mike P. Salute Caveman. Shout out for tuning in. Madness. That's it. Frost never lost. Shout out to squad. We were talking about you earlier, saying good things. Yeah, no, that's a great round. Such a like, and the thing is as well to want to push the boundaries, to want to bring that level of creativity, like alone, just even that is like super cool. Mike's someone who's been doing it for a long time. He's been on the biggest of stages. He's had top tier opponents. Like he's up there already. Like, so for him to still want to be trying new tricks basically and bringing new, bringing revolution to the game. I think that's fire. So shout out.
And no one can do it again.
That's
That's it. That's one of them ones there.
No,
That's
do it again.
it. Facts. And even if you get too close to it, it's just like
You're doing the Mike P thing.
That's it. You've just bastardized.
I like that from Mike P because Mike P has the whole girlfriend thing.
Mm-hmm.
Even Sharon mentioned it in the battle. But Sharon harped on about it in the battle. But
he had a whole round about it and then still touched on it in the third.
He had some shit in there, I'm not gonna lie. But I liked how he opened up about Pat as well,
Yeah, that whole first. Yeah.
That was fire.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mike P will definitely He's had some real creative moments, even like the Hadouken and all that type of shit. Like that's real creative.
Definitely. I think I think he's one of these. His battle rap IQ is super high as well. He's I enjoy listening to him talk about battle rap as well. He points out things that I don't often think of myself, as it should be. He's
Top tier about
the execution was impeccable, man. Like,
absolutely.
I don't know, even if you gave me that round, I don't know if I'll be able to do it to the time. Like I just can't imagine how many times he did that. He put 90 seconds on the clock and just wrapped that round.
Right.
Bang. But I guess he did that with all of them. But
I reckon he's gone to the light work setting and he's seen it and it's clicked in his head like, oh shit. Imagine if I could incorporate. So I think from seeing it and watching someone else up there, he's probably been able to visualize how he's going to do it.
Or even he wouldn't might not have even had to see it. He might have been talking to one of his people behind the scenes, and they're saying, "Yeah, like they got this big clock on the wall there. Like you can see, you can it's like you feel the clock counting down with you." Like
he said, "No, he said I live half an hour away. So if Mike P lives half an hour away, he's gonna be there even when he's not in the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's gonna be in the building. So I think he's gone, done his research, come out of there and said, "Yo, I'm gonna make this pattern and happen." Probably put a clock up in his house.
Yeah,
and seeing if he can make it work.
Yeah,
the shit was so.
He must have drilled that. Apologies, Mr. Nosy, Charlie Nosy. I'm just I'm not making fun of you. I'm sorry. Bro. I'm sorry. This is tobacco anyway. I don't know. What
smoking on your behalf. That's what it is.
Literally,
we're smoking on your behalf. We're helping you out.
Like, and I'm only wearing this t-shirt because I'm vegan.
There you go. Like, see.
I don't know what you thought, but this is sage, to be honest. Sage, but
yeah. There's no bad spirits in there.
At all, right. How long have we been on here for? Oh my gosh. Okay, we've been on here for an hour. I think what we're gonna do is gonna wrap it up over here. Gonna go and head on over to caffeine. I think we're gonna watch
birthday girl.
Hey,
the birthday girl.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Queen of all the peas, original gangster, Paris, nuts from Nottingham, London, no loose chat. Big up the Queen on her birthday. Shout out Paris. So you better put some love in the chat. I want to see some champagne glasses. I want to see some hearts. I want to see something. But send my good sis some love on her 20th birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Another year around
Paris. Yes.
What's up?
Absolutely. But yeah, I was saying I think we are going to head on over to caffeine, where we're gonna go and have fun over there. I think we'll why do I keep losing my lighters?
There you go. Sorry.
As I go all the way over there for this one, which is also mine, which he stole before and then brought back. It's mine.
Oh yeah, I did bring that back. So.
Hold on, is this not the one that from earlier?
That's the same.
Oh, okay, all right. I just have to keep tabs on his teeth, you know.
Look at my shirt.
Keep on running.
Look at my shirt. She's wondering where the light is at. Of course, I've got the light on. Come on.
Yes, love to pee. This shirt got me dribbling. You want to sort that out, Charlie, mate? Yeah, we're going to head on over to caffeine now. We'll talk some more about rap stuff. I think I'm going to try and might watch about 2. We shall see. But yeah, definitely join us over there. No more than 5 minutes. This is long. I should have been setting my OBS up while I was here on stream. My bad. But yeah, definitely. If you don't follow me on caffeine and want to know where it is, London Gen, all one word, 3 N's on the Gen, Caffeine TV app, same place you go and watch the URL Apple.
How do you like them apples?
You go and watch the URL battles, Caffeine TV. Go and give me a follow on there. You'll get a notification as soon as we go live, but it will be in the next 5 minutes. So we will see you very, very soon. Thank you, everyone, Sunday Roast audience, for tapping in here. Hit the like on the way out if you didn't already. And yeah, we'll see you over on Caffeine in a minute.